So welcome back to another episode here on Your Digital Makeover. My name is Jerry Lee Colbert, and today we're going to be talking about targets, snoozing targets, cost to be me, and underfunded. So, a while back I had decided that this year I would go ahead and create a new budget. And today we're just looking at the demo account that I have, and I'll probably switch back and forth between my budget and the demo. But I did realize that there is some weird stuff going on as far as, well, I don't know if it's weird. It's just some things that are just quite different if you are using the cost to be me function. So let me jump on over here to cost to be me. And here we are on January, and this is my personal account here on YNAB. And if you look over here at the cost to be me, you see my January targets, and then you see my expected income. Now, what I realized was that I can put targets, and I have put targets on literally all my categories. And when I do that, and I put in my expected income to try to help me figure out, am I going over my expected income? Are those targets unrealistic? Come to find out, if I snooze any targets for the month, it doesn't affect this at all. It still stays the same number, no matter if I snooze the target or not. Of course, that would be helpful if they would create another function maybe underneath this that would say snooze targets are X amount of dollars. This is the difference. But now that I know that, I just thought I'd pass that along to y'all that you can have your targets here, and if you snooze any for this month, and when I talk about snooze, in case you're unclear what I'm talking about, let's say, for instance, in, pick a category. Let's pick this one right here. Let's say I decide that, I just want to go ahead and snooze this target for this month. Maybe I just want to apply that money towards something else. I can just click on the snooze button here, and it's only good for this month. You can't go in the future and snooze targets. But if I want, I can snooze it so it doesn't have the underfunded here. It doesn't remind me to fund that. So I'm snoozing it for this month. But take a look at here. So right now it's unsnooze. So you see the amount right here of my targets, right? 4705.60. So if I go ahead and snooze that target, now let's go back and take a look at it. See how the number is still the same, because this is my January targets regardless of whether or not they're snoozed or not. So I just thought I'd bring that to y'all's attention, that the targets are pretty much, they're just telling you what the targets that you have set, and they don't necessarily account for the snoozes. Also, another thing is, a lot of times people wonder, why are my targets a certain amount, but at the beginning of the month, my underfunded is a different amount? Well, underfunded is calculated slightly different than the targets. So I wouldn't really pay too much attention to that. It's going to be off a little bit. It just depends on how the targets and the underfundeds are calculated based upon the target and, what type of target you set, and all kinds of different things factor into that. And then, of course, underfunded is just what it assumes is going to have to be done for this month, which might be slightly different than the January targets or the targets for that month. So just an FYI, there will be some differences between your targets and your underfunded. Okay, so you'll have to keep that in mind. Another thing to also keep in mind, if you like to skip ahead a month, you are only going to see underfunded. You won't see the cost to be me section. That's only for the current month that you're in. Okay. So, it's up to you whether or not you want to use that functionality. It's kind of useful so you can kind of see how close you're getting to your expected income. But my suggestion is always be under it. Just give yourself a little bit of buffer room in case of any unexpected, especially if you're just starting out your budget. Give yourself a little bit of extra room to make sure that you're not putting the target too tight to the income, so you're not having to move money around. And it kind of gets annoying when you start doing that, moving money around, because you're like, oh man, I messed this up and I messed this up, and you think, I'm not good at budgeting, right? And so just keep that in mind. So I know it's probably a quick episode, but I did want to kind of point that out to y'all about the cost of me, specifically about the targets in the underfunded sections. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment down below. And if you want to see more of these videos in the near future, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. With that being said, I want to wish y'all a wonderful week, and I'll catch you next one. Take care.